So I'm scrolling the internet and I see this article about a Bible video game being on the way that's supposed to bring the Bible to life, right? And they have a few things, and I want us to react to the article and to the video. Now, normally when you hear about Christian entertainment, you think about Christian video games, you think about several different things, several iterations in the past that haven't worked or have been corny, right? So when I'm scrolling and I'm seeing this pop up on my feed, I'm like, Bible video game. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because it's crossing that line between Christendom and entertainment, right? And a lot of times, things done for the sake of entertainment that involve Christendom aren't always done right, right? Sometimes it's lame, sometimes it's corny, etc., right? But where I saw the screenshots, I seen some of the game modes, and I want to scroll through and react to the article that's out on the video game. It's produced by a company named Gate Zero, right? And they recently launched a Kickstarter campaign. If you don't know what a Kickstarter campaign is, basically a campaign almost like a GoFundMe to raise money for the production of the video game, and it has a high price tag. They're looking for $214,000. What that price tag immediately communicates to me, if they're looking for $214,000, that means that they're trying to do this game right. Right there, if you're looking for $214,000 from the public, that means that you're trying to do this video game right. You're not trying to cut corners. You're not trying to put out no bogus graphics. You're trying to do this thing right if you're gonna do it right. So I respect Gate Zero. I respect that company for just that alone, right? The fact that it's a high price tag. Now, mind you, I don't know. Some of you out there who are watching, you may know what's the price tag normally is for video games, probably millions upon millions. But the fact that it's in the 200,000s is just a good starting point for me, that they're trying to do this thing the right way and they don't want to put out no rinky-dink product, right? So that's the one thing I respect, because usually when it comes to Christendom and putting out video games and putting out movies and TV and stuff like that, it's usually not done right? And with the recent, emergence of The Chosen over the past couple of years and their production company and the high quality, content that they're producing, telling the story of Jesus, and making its waves to, I think it's about to be aired on TV. It's on Peacock, right? It surpassed, I forget, a popular show in ratings, right? So, or ratings or most watched, one of the two. So that The Chosen, based off of its graphics and storytelling, content, everything like that, it's been able to emerge into a secular being seen on Peacock, etc. And people are talking about it and liking it, and you're hearing about it not just in Christian circles, right? So in order for this Bible video game, whatever it is, to make its way through and cut through Christendom and cross over into the secular world with the likes of EA Sports and Rockstar Games, etc., it needs to have great graphics and it needs to have great game modes, and it can't be corny, right? So let's look at what we got here. So it says Gate Zero launches Kickstarter campaign to bring the Bible to life. So it says, some of the game modes, it says explore ancient Israel in free roam, see the glory of Herod's temple, and experience the magic of places like the Mount of Olives, the Garden of Gethsemane, and the charismatic Lower City. Discover his city, the history, Lord, and culture of first century Israel as you freely roam the streets of Jerusalem, Capernaum, and surrounding areas, picking up missions and items along the way. So the game will have missions. That's cool to hear. Then it says, help the locals and stay out of trouble. Gather and craft resources and help the people you meet, all the while avoiding guards swarming the city. When in danger, use your gear and stealth abilities to get out of sticky situations. Experience the conflict between social groups as you navigate a world on the brink of upheaval. So you help the locals stay out of trouble. But I immediately wonder, okay, so who's the character? Is the main character going to be Jesus? Is the main character going to be one of the apostles? Is this set in Old Testament time? It said in Herod, so I'm like, is this set in Old Testament times? Is this, before Pilate and all of them, before the disciples? Is it going to have modes that lead up into Jesus? I'm wondering about those things. Then it says, experience biblical events firsthand and engage with scripture in an interactive way. Witness history unfold as you interact with familiar characters and get involved with their stories. Watch cut scenes of pivotal moments in history and evaluate what you experience with dialogue choices. Okay, so dialogue choices meaning you could tell a story based off of how you pick it. You tell the story a different way, which you can use for further discussion in groups or independent Bible study. Okay, then it says solve riddles and unlock missions. Solve riddles left behind by your late grandmother by traveling back in time to ancient Israel to find the answers. Unlock missions as you solve each riddle, bringing you one step closer to uncovering the secret of Grandma's mysterious pearl. Grandma's mysterious pearl ain't in the Bible unless it's the pearl of great price, which we are the pearl of great price. So what mysterious pearl are they talking about? Because I know we the pearl of great price, like the Gospels talk about in the parables. But what's this mysterious pearl? Like, what is that? And then it says unique co-play feature. So they want to have a co-play feature. It says catch the lambs while the mobile players the mobile players have distracted them at a food station, then return the lambs to the pen, right? So here's an example of tasks that mobile players can do. Control various elements in game to help the player character complete a task. Participate in certain side missions that allow for more than one player. Access an archive of facts to help the player character solve riddles. So it's a lot of different things. You even see, okay, so this could be done on the phone, or okay. So our goal with Gate Zero is to take the player through 2,000 years of history and back to the source, back to where it all began with Jesus. Okay. So we aim for the game to be as biblically and historically accurate as possible. We work closely with religious scholars and historians to ensure we maintain respect for the source material. That's good. We aim to create an inclusive and authentic game that can be enjoyed by a diverse audience. Okay. So, and it says in 2022, our prototype was tested by 5,000 members in the international youth group. Right. Okay. So from the looks of it, it looks interesting, right? The graphic that they're showing right now, I think I saw somewhere where it said it's gonna be on PC. So it's probably PC's probably the cheaper of the two than trying to get something to work on next gen consoles like PS5 or Xbox Series X or whatever it's called. So that's probably the cheapest route to do PC or do mobile. So the graphics, I need a little bit more. I see it looks clear, right? But I need a little bit more, right? And then this mysterious pearl, like, how y'all gonna tie this in with Jesus? Like, it talks about your grandmother, like your grandmother is involved and it's a mysterious pearl. Like, how are you guys gonna tie that in with Jesus, right? So I'll be interested to know, what's next. Like, where are they gonna put the character in the story of Jesus? And like, will all roads lead to the crucifixion, or will Jesus be able to evade the crucifixion? Like, I wonder. Probably not. If you're trying to tell a story correctly, you probably won't evade the story of the crucifixion or the resurrection. But I wonder how it's going to weave its way through history, through those 2,000 years, and I wonder how it's going to remain biblically accurate while also, making it fun, right? I think a suggestion, if they were to hear me and watch this video, I think a suggestion, outside of let them have a creative mode where you get to roam Israel in that time, things of that nature, but also provide modes where it's like character modes that resemble Moses, resemble Noah, resemble Adam in the Garden of Eden, resemble, Solomon, David, the apostles. Like, I think that would be even a greater task probably, but I think that would make it more fun. Like, if you had game modes where I can try to deliver the people of Israel like I'm Moses, right? Or you have game modes where, you have to where you act out the scenes as Abraham, or you have game modes where you're the disciples and Jesus just went home and you're on the earth at that time and you got to evade guards and you're trying to preach the gospel. Like, make it fun, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how they make it fun and how they make it historically accurate, because usually when you see games that come from that time, it's usually, Roman games and stuff like that where people are killing and, stealing, etc. So I wonder how they're going to make it biblically accurate but also fun. So you guys let me know in the comments how you feel about this. When this game comes out, will you support it? Are you planning on supporting the Kickstarter for it, right? I need a little bit more evidence to see if this is going to be lame or not. But like I said earlier in the beginning of the video, in order for it to cut through culture and to cross over to mainstream, it needs not to be lame and corny, right? You need to put enough money behind this so that the graphics are dope, so that everything is fire, and it cuts through Christian culture into mainstream culture and makes an impact. So you guys let me know in the comments how you feel about this. Are you supporting this? Are you not? I'll see you next time on the Drew Mouzon Show. Peace.